Hey guys, it is Christine. Welcome to another video. If you are new here, I am a homeschooling mama of 3 kids. They're currently 5, 3, and 1, although my youngest 2 will be 4 and 2 very shortly. But I am here to share hopefully encouragement and just information about homeschooling in general. And if that sounds like something you're interested, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm also over on Instagram and I post there throughout the week, like what our homeschool day looks like, little snippets into kind of behind the scenes in our life. So if that's something that interests you, please go ahead and follow me over there. I'll have the handle somewhere for you to click on and go and check out. Today I'm going to be sharing with you our preschool curriculum for 2020. And this is not a video I thought I was going to be making this year because I had no intention of doing preschool with my 3-year-old, but she had other ideas, and so I'm going to share with you what we're using. So a little backstory, my son is 5.5 now, and I started doing a little bit of preschool with him when he was 4.5. And he enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't like over the moon excitement, but he always enjoyed it. And my daughter she'll be 4 in a couple of months, so she's not far off 4. But a couple of months ago, she really started asking for schoolwork, and I just had no intention. I mean, like, 1, it's hard work adding another kid into your homeschool routine, and 2, she's 3. She doesn't need it, but she just really wanted, like, to the point where she was almost crying every day when she was like, "Mom, please, I really want school." And so the first thing that I did was I went ahead and started using Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool with her, because this is completely free. This is online, completely free, and just a sweet sort of gentle preschool curriculum that has been put together. And I did a full video on this. I will go ahead and link that for you here. And I am planning on doing like a lesson, a live lesson, and posting that here so you guys can check what it's like for preschoolers. So I started doing that with her a couple of months ago, and it has been really good. Like, it was easy, it was quick, but she was begging for more. And this really took me by surprise. Like, I like a lot of the Charlotte Mason homeschool philosophy, and there really isn't a huge emphasis on formal education before the age of 6. In fact, there isn't any at all. And so, I mean, I started preschool with my son at 4.5. So obviously I'm not like a Charlotte Mason purist or anything like that. But I still like to think, kids can just play, and that's the best form of learning. But when you've got a 3-year-old that's sitting there going, "Mom, please, I really want more school, I really want more school," and she's good at it and she enjoys it, I would be, personally, my personal opinion is it would be silly to ignore that. I mean, I want to jump on the enthusiasm, and if she wants to learn, she's going to learn, even if she's not retaining it. I just wanted to meet her where she was at. So we started this, and this was really good, but my daughter is also really good at drawing, and she's got really, really good fine motor skills. I mean, her pencil grip is incredible. I haven't had to teach her any of it, and there are a few artists on my side of the family, and so I'm kind of just aware that that might be a talent that she has, and so this is great, but I found that she wanted to do more writing, and this doesn't have, I mean, I don't think it has any writing in it, really. There's no copy work or anything, because it's just, well, there's a little bit. I shouldn't say there's none. There's a little bit, but it's mostly, like, really basic stuff, and she was a little more advanced than that. So I ended up pulling out The Good and the Beautiful Level Pre-K. Now, I had already printed this out for her to use next year because I didn't think she would need it before then. But this has actually been really good for her. So we started doing a few lessons from this as well. And I did this with my son, and I really love it. So I highly recommend this. Pretty sure I've done a video on it, and I will link it here if I can find that for you. I love this. It's gentle. There's a lot of games in it as well. And this has just been like just the right amount of like copy work and fun games and things like that in here. There's still concepts that she really doesn't get. Like, she still can't tell me what a word begins with. Like, we're at like real basic level here where we're just learning letter sounds. She's just starting to master the letters A through F, and that's fine. She's 3. It's fine. But she loves doing it, and so even if she goes through all of this and hasn't retained all of it, if she's finding joy in it, I don't care. I can print it out again and we can do it again. It's totally fine. So we've been using this, and this, like I said, comes with several games. I probably show that in the video that I've done of this because I don't have them with me at the moment. There's lots of like moving parts to that. It's also got an alphabet flip book, and this is fun for helping them to like match up the letters. So it's got the uppercase A, and then they've got to flip through here to find the lowercase a. And we haven't really been working on names, we've been working on sounds. So find the baby a, or find the lowercase a, and she'll do that. And then we'll go through the picture that starts with a, and you know, until she can find it. And I printed this and bound this as well. It was actually really easy to do. I ended up laminating all of it, and then yeah, just cutting it up and binding it, and it's really good. So that is something else that's in the mix. And then finally, no, not finally, I've got two more things. I have this math book from Master Books, and again, I had bought this and printed it for her to use next year. This is their level K, and for my kids, I found that this is more on like preschool level. I feel like their math is very gentle, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but I think it's also really important that you do the assessments, because you can't really just buy a textbook based on whatever grade they say it is. In many homeschool companies, I think like The Good and the Beautiful is the same. Their stuff is all advanced, and so you really do have to do the assessment for your child. And we just have kind of been doing this as we feel like it. We might, like, she's good at it. She'll do like a couple of pages. She'll do a whole lesson every time. Like here, this is one we just did this week. It had her tracing that. We're just working on shape recognition and color recognition at the moment. So she traced out the house and the different shapes, and then she had to recreate her house on this page. Whoops, where did it go? Hold on. On this page here. And so she did that with me. And this has just been sweet. I really like it. It's kind of funny because it's got these stories. The way it starts is the beginning of when they introduce a new concept. It comes with a storyline here, which is really sweet. But the characters, it's twins. It's brother and sister, and their names are Charlie and Charlotte. And my youngest daughter is Charlotte, and we call her Charlie all the time. So my daughter's always a little bit confused when we read the stories, but yeah, this has been really lovely, and I do recommend it if you want like a gentle start to math. You could definitely use this in level K. This would have been too easy for my son, 100% too easy. He has almost completed The Good and the Beautiful level K now, and that has been perfect for him. I was tossing up between doing this and doing The Good and the Beautiful, and I'm really glad I did The Good and the Beautiful with him. I have no regrets on that front, but this is perfect for my daughter right now. And then finally, this is the finally. The other thing that I've been doing with Annie, and this sounds like a lot, so I'll explain it in a little bit. It's not really a lot at all. The other thing I've been doing with Annie is Let's Play School, and I love this company and the concept of it. Chelsea is a homeschooling mama who came up with this, and it's all founded on the fact that children learn best through play. They just do. They learn faster. It is just the way that they are kitted out to learn new concepts. And so she has created just all of these games that teach your child. And so I went ahead and purchased her Play and Learn ABCs pack. And I have not printed out all of the things, but I got it in like this folder here. I've got the instructions for different activities. One of the favorite ones, and I do show this quite a bit on my Instagram. One of the favorite ones I've got in here is Teddy Bear Hospital. I'll see if I can find a little, I've got them like wrapped up in a Ziploc bag here. But there's like all these little teddies, and they've got Band-Aids, and you've got to match the Band-Aid has like a letter on it, and you've got to match it to the teddy bear's tummy. And then she goes ahead and gets the patient card and traces the letter on here. And so it's all about like letter recognition, understanding the sounds that they make, and there's like many games that are in this pack. I can't remember how many entirely came with this one. So I bought this one for her, and I've just been printing out the games as we've needed them. But then I also went ahead and signed up for her Let's Play School subscription, and she's got two. She's got Book Club, and she's just got like the basic subscription. If I lived in the US, you can bet your bottom dollar I would have paid for the book club, but unfortunately they don't ship worldwide, and honestly shipping would be astronomical. So I have just the Let's Play School subscription that is delivered once a month. Okay, my memory card was full, so I have no idea where, I know I was talking about Let's Play School, so hopefully I won't repeat myself too much. But basically, what I was going to say was that I signed up for the Let's Play School subscription, and you get a bunch of games every month. They've got both early elementary and preschool games, which is why, like, part of the reason I signed up for it, because my son saw what my daughter was doing and was like, I want to do that. So I signed up for it, and it is wonderful. Each month is themed. This month's theme was a day at the beach. And so this is my daughter's folder. I've separated the preschool stuff from the early elementary just to keep it simple. And like here, she's got her little help Mr. Crab find the ABCs, and so she'll have like little cards she has to find. There's a bunch of games in there, but basically we just pull them out and use those for lots of fun. So to finish off, you need to know that we do not do all of these every day by any means. I would say on average I probably do school with her like 3, maybe 4 times a week. We don't do anything on Tuesdays because we have swimming lessons, and that kind of like just disrupts the whole flow of the day. When you're trying to get 3 little kids out the door, it's like, it's an effort. So I pull these out when she asks for it, and which is most days because she loves school. But I don't do like all of them. Like some days we'll do this, some days we'll do this, and some days we'll just do the games. If I feel like she's like not grasping a concept, then we'll just do the games, because that's kind of like a fun way of repeating things without it being like monotonous and meh. And she loves them. Like she absolutely loves them, and we'll do it, and she'll be like, again. And so that is what we're doing at least for the remainder of this year. She like I had plans for next year, and now I'm like, okay, so what are we going to do for next year? I'm going with the flow, basically, at this point. And next year, I do plan on continuing with the Good and the Beautiful pre-K if she hasn't finished it this year. And then we will do the primer after that, because I really love their stuff. I really enjoy it. But I don't know what we'll do after that. I do have Master Books Foundations Phonics, which might be a nice transition over. I don't want to jump to the Good and the Beautiful Level K. It's just a bit too advanced for that age, in my opinion, for my kids. And All About Reading is also probably a little bit too much. But who knows where she's going to be in a few months. Like, kids just chop and change, and they might be off to a flying start, and then they stall and need help. So, like, I just don't really have a lot of expectations. We'll just do what works. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that this was encouraging, that you don't have to do too much. You really, honestly, like, you don't have to do any of this. But if you have a child that is asking you what they can do, how they can learn, then here's some options. And all of these are things that I've printed and bound myself at home. They all have PDF options. And like I said, this one's completely free. So if you need a free option, this is great. There is a bit of screen time involved, which I don't mind. It's really short, and it's really fun. Like, they go over ABC songs and like different learning things. It uses the Starfall app, and like my kids love that. So yeah, I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below. Love to hear from you and what you've done for preschool. Did you do preschool? And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun